Hello Taurus, this is your 2015 forecast. We've got an exciting year ahead of us with lots of changes. All the Mercury retrogrades this year, we've got 3 of them this year, are all in air signs. So you're going to be reflecting on what you're thinking about, what you believe. You're going to see a lot of results of what your beliefs are very quickly. So if you believe that relationships are difficult, you're going to have difficult relationships around you. If you can change that belief to something like relationships are fun and enjoyable and an adventure, you're going to see that manifest around you. So we're going to see quick changes in thinking patterns this year. We've also got your ruler going retrograde this year, the 25th of July until September the 6th, so I'll come to that a little later. And we've got quite a bit of mutable energy, Jupiter going into a mutable sign, Saturn into Sagittarius mutable. So Taurus, you're a fixed sign. Do get ready this year, there's going to be a lot of changes. And the more that you can swim with those changes, Taurus, the more you're going to enjoy this ride that I'm seeing for you. But nice news is that Venus, your ruler, and Mars together come together, Venus and Mars, lots of times on and off this year between the end of January and November, which is quite unusual. So that should be very energizing for you, Taurus. So starting out with this first Mercury retrograde, it's happening from January the 22nd to February the 11th. I will have these dates at the very end of the video, so you'll be able to refer to them, and also on my website if you want to take a look at all the dates, the significant dates for you Taurus during this year. So here we are with this Mercury retrograde happening end of January to February the 11th. This is you reflecting on your work situation. Maybe time for looking at how you're communicating in the workplace. Maybe a good time to reflect on the direction that you want to take your career. And you may decide on some changes. Any contracts or anything that you have to sign connected with work, of course, usual things apply during the retrograde. Try to wait until after February the 11th before you sign anything very important. Between February the 20th and March the 17th, we have got Venus and Mars coming into Aries, coming into this 12th house, joining Uranus, which has been there since 2011. So these guys together, but particularly the Venus and Mars, this is going to energize you doing anything, clearing up some loose ends, tying up loose ends, doing anything that needs to be done behind the scenes. It's a wonderful time for going on a retreat, for doing meditation, yoga, for getting into more of a routine with that. It can certainly bring dreams about people from your past, and also even somebody from your past can come back in to resolve something that is maybe stopping you from moving ahead with your life. But it's a wonderful time for that very introspective work. Between February the 24th and March the 9th, this happens twice, we've got this lovely trine between Uranus and Jupiter. So this Jupiter here in your 4th house until August, these two here, 4th house of home, this is going to possibly mean a move for many of you. You're looking to move, you want to move, and this could be the inspiration as to where to move to, what to do with your existing environment. It's going to bring you a lot of inspiration. Could be some information about your past that comes to light, that really solves a mystery for you, enables you to move on. Could be some good news about a family member happens for you. But anyway, there's certainly going to be some changing events, more likely positive, but possibly sudden, connected with your home. And then final pass of this square that I've been talking about for years between Pluto and Uranus. It's the final time that they square together. Let me get Venus and Mars off there. So this is between March the 12th to the 28th. We have got this square, Pluto-Uranus. It's the last pass. What does this mean? Well, It's the last time for you now to really check, are my beliefs, what I believe in, what I want for myself in my life, are they in alignment with my inner beliefs? Yes, what I'm doing out in the world, is this in alignment with who I really am deeply? It's also asking you to really check, is there anything else I need to learn and study? And how can I put myself out there more? Sometimes, Taurus, many of you are quite introverted, and this is still the push as to the plan. What is your plan for being out there a little bit more than maybe you have been? And of course, the very deep spiritual journey that many of you have been going through during this time. And on March the 31st till April the 11th, here's the great news, Venus and Mars come into your sign, in your first house. So this should be a very favourable time for you, March 31st till April 11th, with these two guys in your sign. Great for a new relationship, great for your energy. You should feel as though, wow, I can move forward. You'll feel popular, you'll feel as though things kind of like just moving nicely forwards for you. Then on May the 18th until June the 11th, we've got Mercury going retrograde in your second house of finances. So here, Taurus, this will give you an opportunity to reflect on your financial situation. Maybe something needs to be repeated. Maybe something has to be redone. Maybe there are some figures that you didn't get right that you need to reevaluate. Maybe it's a time to reevaluate how you earn money, how you spend money, what you do with your money. Taurus, your sign rules money. So this is certainly going to be a reflection on how you value yourself. And then when Mercury goes direct after, where have I got it here? Yes, June the 11th, then you'll have an opportunity maybe to take some proactive action with your finances in a really good and positive direction. From June the 15th to the 28th, we've got another trine happening. So here with this Jupiter and Uranus, another opportunity maybe to move, or another opportunity for some new ideas, maybe starting a business from home, an idea that just comes to you that you think, hey, you know, I can do this online. I don't have to go running to an office every day. This could generate me some income, that you've come up with this idea during the retrograde. And on June the 15th till September the 18th. So this is when Saturn goes retrograde finally for its last pass in your house of relationships. Yes, I know, Taurus. You've had many of you have had some real challenges in relationships, breakups, separations, some reunions, but it's been difficult. Certainly for many of you. And this Saturn now finally, for those 3 months between June the 15th and September the 18th, coming back in this house of relationship, just a last time to tidy up any loose ends, clear up any final things, any boundaries that need to maybe be reset so that you feel stronger and you're not being taken advantage of and you're not compromising too much. But for most of this year, from until June, and then from September the 19th until the end of 2017, this is where Saturn is going to be. So Saturn in your 8th house, Taurus. The 8th house is very much a money house. It's going to be wanting you to look at how you use resources, how you use money, how you use other people's resources. This is going to be a time of reevaluating as well your spiritual life, your spiritual direction. It's a great time for psychoanalysis. It's a great time for going very deeply into a research area that you're particularly interested in. You could really get to the bottom of something, bit to the bottom of a mystery that could be very, very valuable. But more than anything, it's about looking at how you use resources and making best use of the resources that you do have. And then on July 25th, between July 25th and September 6th, we have got Venus, your ruler, going retrograde. So First of all, it goes retrograde in Virgo, just for those first few days of the month between July 25th and the end of July. So here, Venus, whenever Venus is retrograde, this is a time for reflecting about money and relationships. And because it's your ruler, it's probably going to affect you even more. So with it in your 5th house initially, you'll be reflecting on, how do I have fun? Am I having enough enjoyment in my life? What risks, maybe, do I need to take? Do I need to get out more if I want to get into a relationship? Am I expecting it just to come to me? Is there an ending of a relationship that needs to happen so that I can move on? And then for the whole of August until September the 6th, and joining Jupiter for some of that time, but Jupiter does move on, but Venus retrograde here in this home area. So you may be reflecting on your surroundings. Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel secure? This will certainly make you reflect on your finances. And Venus retrograde slows down everything to do with money and finance. So it's a time for reflection rather than action during the retrograde. And after September the 6th, then you can start to take some action. So between August the 8th and September the 24th, no, I need to do this first, sorry. Until August the 11th, we've got Jupiter in this fourth house for you. So Jupiter been there since July of last year of 2014 and here until August the 11th. So this has meant that many of you have made a lot of changes in your home environment, either with family, or you've moved, or you want to move again, or there's certainly a lot of changes happening with your roots and your security. After that 11th of August, between the 11th of August and September the 10th of 2016, we've got Jupiter, planet of good fortune, Taurus, going into your 5th house. Wow, this should open up for many of you opportunities for being self-employed, opportunities for maybe doing something speculative that could pay off. It's great for doing anything in the entertainment industry. It's great for doing anything very creative. It should really juice up your creative energies, certainly this second part of the year for you, Taurus. The final retrograde of Mercury from September 17th till October the 9th is happening here in your work area. So this is a great time to reflect on work, to reflect on how you communicate in the workplace, how you feel the energies are around you, whether something needs to be cleared, whether there's some paperwork that you need to maybe catch up on and get done. This will be a great time to do it during that particular retrograde. Then from October the 8th to November the 8th, we've got Venus coming, your ruler, coming to join Jupiter. Wow, if ever there was a time to get into a relationship, a romance, to romance yourself, to do something with young people to bring out the child in you, this is a wonderful lighting up time for you, Taurus, October 8th to November 8th. And finally, between November the 12th and December the 4th, we've got Venus and Mars coming together, finally, one more time, also in this work house. So this could bring somebody very nice in the workplace to you. It's going to give you an extra boost of energy in work. And it's also going to make you look for ways in which you can contribute, ways in which you can help, make a difference to other people's lives. It should also be very good for your health and your well-being, a real push forward in that area. So much happening this year. It's this mutable energy that we're seeing in the heavens. We've got the mutable energy of Neptune in Pisces. We've got the mutable energy of Saturn in Sagittarius, and this mutable energy of Jupiter in Virgo towards that second part of the year. So these are the planets that are going to bring changes for you, Taurus. I know many of you go into rigor mortis at the thought of all these changes. I know as a fixed sign you like predictability, but these changes, there's going to be changes probably in your friendships, changes in how you use your resources, and some positive changes if you'll push forward in looking at being responsible for your own pleasure and bringing more fun and enjoyment and romance into your everyday life. I think it can be an exciting year. And so I wish you all a very happy 2015. I'd love to look at what it holds in store for you. So do get in touch if you'd like to. And thank you for subbing, for commenting and for sharing. Bye for now.